Welcome to Breaking Silence. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, Shannon Hyder. Today is part 4 of my journal, Embrace Your Calling by Dr. Michael Youssef. Again, we are reading part 4. This is the last chapter of the book. Super excited to read this. It's called Faith Born in Crisis. Let the Lord grow your faith. Read John 4:46 through 15. Some years ago, I led a man to Christ. At 60 years old, after praying to surrender his life to the Lord, he wept. He told me his mother had prayed for this moment every day for many years. This businessman went on to be a beacon for Christ, and I believe it was because of his mother's faithfulness. Likewise, we each have a responsibility to intercede for the next generation and pass on to them the whole counsel of God. In John 4, a royal official traveled a significant distance, probably 8 to 9 hours by donkey, to seek out Jesus. Like the mother of the businesswoman I led to the Lord, this man was there to intercede on behalf of his fatally ill child. Man. It's likely that this official didn't know much about Jesus. He probably wasn't versed on the theological debates surrounding his ministry, probably didn't know Jesus was God in flesh, but he believed the things he had heard about Jesus and the message that he preached. He believed on behalf of his sick child, and he would not be deterred. The man had everything this world could offer: money, security, and influence. And yet he recognized that he was powerless to help his son. So he sought Jesus, acknowledging he needed divine intervention. He had crisis faith. Now we go to God with our crises, indeed. God often answers our prayers in these moments to grow us to new heights of faith, but he doesn't want us to come to him only in these moments. In fact, when the royal official first arrived, Jesus was saying to the crowd, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will never believe." That's in John 4:48. Most people would have taken Jesus' words as rejection and walked away disheartened. But this determined, desperate father saw it as a test of faith. It was, and refused to be put off. He pleaded with Jesus, "Sir, come down before my child dies." In other words, my faith is in you and who you are. You are the only one who can help me. He showed continuing faith, faith that endures. Jesus recognized this faith, but rather than going to the man's home, he simply said, "Go, your son will live." Jesus gave the royal official an opportunity to demonstrate confident faith. The kind of faith that trusts even without tangible proof. And this father took the Lord at his word. In fact, he didn't even rush home. He stayed in Capernaum and traveled home the next day. You see, confident faith does not doubt in the dark what God has revealed in the daylight. Like Jesus' promise that his son will live, or the promise in Psalms 128 to us, the person who fears and obeys God will have children like olive shoots. We must hang on to and live by the promises of God for ourselves and the next generation. The next day, the man's faith became confirmed faith when, while still on his way home, one of his servants met him and shared that his son had recovered the day before. See verses 52 and 53. The fever had left the boy precisely when Jesus had said he would live. Finally, this man's faith became contagious faith. His whole household believed. Because of his testimony about what Jesus had done, everyone in his household was inspired to have faith of their own. As we prepare to face discrimination and possibly even persecution, Let us ask the Lord for contagious faith. As we trust and obey Him, He will empower us to model unwavering, tenacious faith in every trial so that the next generation will be thoroughly equipped for every spiritual battle. The question to meditate on is, how would you describe your current level of faith? Ask the Lord to grow it. I'm going to read that one more time. How would you describe your current level of faith? Ask the Lord to grow it. It reminds me of how believing and faith go hand to hand. So meditate on this. Ask the Lord the questions. I love you. Thank you for joining Breaking Silence, and we will see you next time.